Hey guys, so I've been wanting to address something for a while, and it's going to help you guys tune your press and get rid of a lot of aftermarket stuff that is designed to do nothing but relieve you of your money and not add any performance. So we've got the little detent ball here, and right now I've got a brand new press sitting here. You probably saw me machine this bore in on another video not too long ago. It's bone stock, other than it's got our return spring kit on it. So if we index this manually, you'll see that it's got some snap action to it. Okay, and it's not a lot. But it's enough that it will cause some issues. And people have tried low mass detent balls and all kinds of other crazy stuff. I've seen some oversized tabs that go into the slots to try and prevent powder spillage. But let's talk about what this detent ball does. This detent ball, its only function is to prevent the pawl in the index arm, when it retracts right there at that spot, that spring tension on the detent ball keeps it from dragging the shell plate backwards. That's the only purpose of that detent ball. So because of that, for whatever reason, Dillon decided to make this heavy-duty detent ball in spring, and the spring is way over tensioned. It simply does not need to be as highly tensioned as it is. So if you look, we've got a significant amount of play on that spring, or compression on that spring. So if we take that spring out, get a dental pick here, you'll see that we have a very tall spring. Now, let me move this out of the way. So we'll take our handy dandy side cutters here, and the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to locate the first coil, because the first coil doesn't do anything. It's just a closed-end coil. So you can see I've got there's the end of the coil, there's the first coil. I'm going to do this outside of the camera because I can't see, blind. And we're simply going to remove that entire first coil, because you see it's flat, it's not doing anything. So now it's going to sit in there wobbly. It's not a big deal. It'll self-center once it's got pressure on it. And you can take a half a coil off. See, we got about a half coil there. On your first cut, you can take a half coil off. That went off into the nethers. So you can bring this back over, you drop your spring in, put your ball back in, shell plate back on, and now we've got considerably less spring tension. Which you'd think, oh God, it's not going to work anymore, I've ruined my spring. So we're going to get this into a close area of where we want it. And right about there is close enough. Camera. I bought a selfie stick. That way I can make better videos for you guys. My selfie stick doesn't like to stay where it's supposed to, though. So anyway, now we're going to go to index. We're going to index, and if you look up there at the index arm, you can see we've still got plenty of spring pressure so that it doesn't drag it. It's moving around a little bit, but that doesn't hurt anything because it's doing what it's designed to do. And when the pin comes down, the pin's going to drag everything and align it, and life will be a lot better. If you do this little mod, what you're going to find is that you're no longer going to need any of the gimmicks. You're not going to need the roller bearing. You're not going to need the lightweight detent ball. You're not going to need any kind of rubber bands, zip ties, oversized tabs for the stations. The whole press is going to run just so much smoother. Okay, and this is going to eliminate your powder spillage. It's going to eliminate your case wobble. It just makes everything run better. So, you know, like I've told people before, you tune your 1911s so that they run the way that they're supposed to. You can just as easily tune your Dillon press. So, see, we've still got plenty of vertical here. You know, you may not want to start with a half quill. You might want to start with a quarter quill, maybe even a less. Give that a try, guys. I hope it helps. Catch you later.